I've been using the Redmi K20 Pro now for a week, and here's some things I hate about it. Hey, my name is Mitchell. If you're new to my channel, I make videos about the tech I use. Before we start talking about the things I hate about the Redmi K20 Pro, I want to go ahead and thank everyone that uses my affiliate links. If you're looking to buy the Redmi K20 Pro, you can go ahead and support my channel, no cost to you, and use the affiliate links. Without your support, I can't keep this channel going. Next, a lot of the videos I make are based on feedback I get in my Telegram community. So if you want to go ahead and shape the type of videos you see on my channel, join my Telegram community and let me know what you think. Also, I am part of a Redmi K20 Pro Telegram community online. You guys should totally check it out if you have more kind of questions about that. And I'll leave links to all that stuff in the description down below. Next up, I've been trying to update my blog website as often as I can with content for my non-native English speakers. A lot of you have asked for feedback or answers for things in written form because your verbal English isn't that good. I'm trying to put content out. Unfortunately, I'm so busy making videos for you guys right now that I really need help from someone to go ahead and either summarize some of these videos or just kind of contribute content. It doesn't have to be one person, and I'm looking to talk with people to do that right now. If you guys want more information about like writing for me or helping like create content for the non-native English speaking community, go ahead and hit me up on Telegram or Instagram. Enough talking, and let's just hop over to the video. Okay guys, so first thing that I want to talk about that I hate is the pop-up camera. And it's not that's necessarily the implementation of the pop-up camera, but if you look at the light that's illuminating, you can totally just like move it over kind of towards one side, and then the light leak from it only comes out of one area. When you pop the camera up, you'll see that it moves to one side or stops moving to the other side. It's not that I necessarily hate the pop-up camera. I just don't think that it's a great solution to this problem. Here, we'll go ahead and we'll use the face unlock. And I'm kind of hesitant into how good kind of the security for this will be in the future. And I mean, the face unlock security is definitely not something to go ahead and depend upon. But overall, you know, if you have lint, if you have sand, if you go to the beach, let's say, you could totally get some sand stuck in here and just destroy it. I don't think that the notch city, the way we have on the Poco F1, is the answer, but I don't think that what we have here is the answer either. Next thing that I dislike about the Redmi K20 Pro is the fingerprint scanner. It's not that the fingerprint scanner is bad or slow, it's just that the fingerprint scanner on the Poco F1 is really, really fast. And I understand that Redmi, you know, they need to go ahead and kind of cut corners or make compromises for things, but we don't have wireless charging on the back. And I would have been just as happy to have a side-mounted fingerprint scanner or move the cameras over to have another rear-mounted fingerprint scanner, just so I have that tactile kind of feedback when I'm going to unlock my phone. Next thing that I hate about the Redmi K20 Pro is the kind of bugginess for the screen issue. So if you look at the wallpaper right now, right, this is normal display mode. But if you have it set to automatic reading mode, the moment you unlock the device, and you guys can see it just went from a normal color to the darker yellow reading mode color. Look, there it is normal. Here it is reading mode. Here's the device locked with reading mode. Unlock it, and there. It's a display issue that we have. I don't know if it's a display issue. It's probably just a software issue, but I really, really don't like that. In regards to software, being that this is a China phone, I hate the Chinese software for it. I've set up Google Assistant a half dozen times on this, but every time you set it up, it will revert back to not having a voice assistant because it's the China firmware. It's not that big of a deal. I just don't like it. And I've already applied to have my bootloader unlocked. I'm waiting to have the bootloader unlocked. and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Next thing on the list, ignore the Franco kernel and all of the other apps that I have on here that I'm not able to fully utilize yet. Those were switched over from Mi Mover. The next thing that I hate on the device is the haptic feedback engine. Now, there's no way that I can fully display the haptic feedback engine for you in this circumstance because it's something that I feel, but the haptic feedback in this feels like you are vibrating the device apart. It feels hollow, it feels cheap, and it just doesn't even feel close to as good as it does on the Poco F1, which is ironic because this is supposed to be a cheaper phone. The haptic feedback motor on here just feels pretty crappy. No other way to really say that. It doesn't feel that great. Next thing that I want to comment on is like the overall kind of in-hand feel. This is especially true when we compare it to the Mi 9, but even compared to the Poco phone, right? The Poco phone's got a really kind of cheap, plasticky feeling back, but the device as a whole feels solid. This device as a whole, it just doesn't have the same kind of durability inspiring feel that the Poco has. And this is something that, at least for me, is kind of annoying, okay? The purpose of this phone is to be, at least the Redmi branded one, is to be a budget flagship, at least for the Redmi brand. I know they're launching the Mi 9T, which is retarded, and sorry for using that word, but it's just stupid. What I liked about the Poco F1 is that it was a flagship that was engineered with durability in mind, cutting corners in mind, but cutting corners on things that you might not necessarily need. The moment that you put this in a case and the moment you put this phone in a case, they feel the same. Would I prefer to have a non-pop-up camera and a polycarbonate or carbon Kevlar back over this metal glass fingerprinty phone? Yes, I would. I understand that this is supposed to be a halo device for them, but I would have liked to have seen Xiaomi take the Redmi brand in the durable, long-lasting, kind of more utilitarian sense, right? Where I would have liked to have seen the teardrop notch that we have on the Xiaomi Mi 9. I would have liked to have seen a carbon Kevlar back like we had on the Poco F1, and maybe either an aluminum chassis or aluminum rails. I would have liked to have seen a more user replaceable battery, the way we have that with the Poco F1, which it's not user replaceable, but it's quite easy to replace. And then with the money that they saved on building that, I would have loved to have seen either OIS. I would have liked to have seen maybe the same exact sensors that we have in the Xiaomi Mi 9 as opposed to the Mi 9 SE. And I would have preferred all that stuff with a rear mounted fingerprint scanner, even though I understand it's not the future. But I just feel like this was a device that was meant to be a long-lasting, durable device that users could count on for years to come, whereas this device is kind of like a cheap, fake, showy flagship device. And that's kind of the end of my rant. I hope that we see a successor to this phone, right? I think the market, especially the Indian market, the Malaysian market, the Philippines market, would really like to have a durably made or device with durability in mind, still top tier specs and good components. And that takes me to something else, right? Which is for the developing markets or for the markets that are more price sensitive, having expandable storage would have been great. I understand that after you buy an SD card, let's say of 64 gigabytes, the price of that is going to be anywhere between $25 to $40 US, or let's say. So I understand the reason that you don't have the expandable storage, but I still understand that for a lot of people in developing markets, maybe they had a Poco Phone F1, they bought a micro SD card for it, and they would like to use that micro SD card in their new device. And they could have saved an extra 30 to 40 bucks on it, gotten a case, screen protector, a pair of headphones. By the way, all my headphone reviews coming up over here. So that's just some things that I hate about the Redmi K20 Pro. Some of them software, some of them hardware, some of them are design-wise. And I hope you guys just appreciate this kind of honest look at the device. And let's go ahead and let's take it back up top. Okay, now as you guys could see, not everything that I hate about the Redmi K20 Pro is left to the device itself. Some of it is software, but in reality, I really think that Xiaomi kind of failed in giving us a device that was a Poco F1 successor. I have an idea of who this device is for on the market, but I don't know if you should necessarily upgrade to it. And overall, I think this is a good device, but I think it's kind of missing its mark. I want to know what you guys think, so let me know about that in the comment section down below. And if you guys want to see more videos about the Redmi K20 Pro or Gcam on the Redmi K20 Pro, you can go ahead and check out this playlist. I'll link right here. If you guys want to see some videos about accessories like, I don't know, the Redmi AirDots or why you shouldn't buy them, check out this playlist also. And then if you guys want to make sure you don't miss any of the content from me, go ahead, hit the subscribe button here. Until next time, guys, it's been Mitchell. See you soon.